It's early morning in Addis Ababa. Tawfik prepares for another day in the capital of Ethiopia. But first he must take care of his diabetes. It's time for the morning insulin. Without insulin, Tawfik's blood sugar would be out of control. Without insulin, children with diabetes risk severe handicap and early death. In low-income countries, access to diabetes care and the necessary tools is limited. That's why Tawfik lives with his uncle in the city. For Tawfik, living in the city means being close to a diabetes clinic for children and to life-supporting insulin. Every week, this clinic helps children manage their diabetes through education, checkups, free insulin, and free glucose meters. Dr. Barakat has focused on children with diabetes since she saved a boy who was close to dying in diabetic coma.
The father told me that he recovered completely and he gained around 12 kg within 1 month's time. And he was quite okay when we discharged him. So the father said that, no, this child is not mine. This child is your child.
Many children in Africa are not diagnosed before it's far too late.
The issue is when the child loses his consciousness. That is the time when the parents will bring that child to the hospital. What will happen when the child is, the physicians may not consider diabetes mellitus. The first thing to be considered is malaria. So we need to train more pediatricians, we need to train more nurses, and even the general practitioners, because the general practitioners are the ones who will be assigned all over the country.
Saba is a good example of how difficult it can be for children with diabetes and their parents.
Saba, ልደቷን አንድ አመቷን ስታከብር ልደቷን አክብራ እንደጨረሰች ከሰዓት በኋላ ነው ያመማት። ያስታውካት ነበረ። ውሃ ትል ነበረ ልክ የልደቷ ዕለት ማለት ነው። እና ሐኪም ቤት ወሰድናት። ሐኪም ቤት ስንወስዳት ብርድና ፊኛ ኢንፌክሽን ነው ብለው መርፌ ይወጓት ነበረ። ግን እሱ ስላላዳናት ያው ሌላ ሆስፒታል ወስደናት ስኳር መሆኑ ታወቀ። ያ ሆስፒታል ለጥቁር አንበሳ ሪፈር አረገንና እዛ መታከም ጀመረች።
Today, Dr. Barakat is heading for the northern region of Ethiopia to visit the diabetes clinic in Gondar. Roads are scarce and transport irregular, so Dr. Barakat also has a practical issue to solve during the visit. These boxes of glucose meters have proven impossible to get to the clinic any other way, so now she brings them here herself. Gondar is a very special place for Dr. Barakat.
I came to Gondar just while I was 19 years old, and I was here for 10 years. And when I come back, I feel like at home. This is a chronic illness clinic. We will have one dedicated room for diabetic clinic. That's my discussion with the hospital medical director last time.
Dr. Bereket has visited Gondar several times to pave the way for the new clinic for children. The glucose meters are safely stored, but there are many other issues to deal with. Who will man the clinic? Who will be responsible? Where will it be located? A meeting is about to start. Meanwhile, even further to the north, far from Gondar, Mogiz is starting on a day-long journey to the city. He's had diabetes for 5 years and now needs a checkup.
ፕሮቶኮሉን በተመለከተ ላስት ታይም ሰጥቻቸዋለሁ ልኬልሃለሁ። እሱን የሆነ አፕዴት የምናደርገው የሆነ ነገር ይሻር እኔ እንትን ኢሹ እሱን ዲስከስ ማድረግ እንችላለን። ይሄ ኮምፒውተሩ ላፕቶፑ እዛ ከተቀመጠ ልክ ክሊኒክ አዲስ ፔሸንት ሲኖር ተመዝግቦ ዲቴይል ኢንፎርሜሽን ኢች ዴይ ማለት ነው ማክሲመም ከሰዓት ዮሐንስ ታያለህ፣ ቼክ ታደርጋለህ። አንተ ደግሞ ከላይ ሱፐርቫይዝ ታደርጋለህ።
It's early morning in Gondar. Patients arrive from the rural areas surrounding the city. Today, the clinic is open to receive children with diabetes. There is no waiting room, so the children must wait in the consultation room. Dr. Bereket knows these children and the difficulties they face every day.
They are farmers. They are struggling with the food security. It's really discouraging. I know the situation. These are my people.
Mogiz has arrived, and it's time to learn to use the new glucose meter. Mogiz is given a test for ketones and some extra insulin. With his blood sugar stabilized, he can sign for the new glucose meter and is ready to start the long journey home.
የምኖረው ያው ገጠር በግብርና ነው። በግብርና ነው የሚተዳደሩት። ያው በአብዛኛው የሚመረተው ሽምብራ፣ ጤፍ፣ ማሽላ ነው። ያው ስኳሩ የተገኘብኝ በ2000 ዓመተ ምህረት ነው። ታህሳስ ወራት ላይ ነው የተገኘው። ያው ኢንሱሊኑን መሬት ላይ ቆፍሬ እዛ ላይ አሸዋውን እዛ በኋላ ኢንሱሊኑን አርዬ ነው የምጠቀመው። ያው የምወስደው ቦታ ደግሞ እጄ ላይ ሆዴንና እግሬን ነው።
When we treat a child with diabetes, the issue is not only insulin. There is also issue of food. And majority of our patients later on just getting a diabetic food, even they may not get food. So especially when you advise just to take a kind of food like this, don't eat this, don't take this. But the parents usually they will tell you, even there is no food at home. That's the main issue and the main difficulty. Everywhere when you go around in Ethiopia, the trend is when you see the adult unit, that's well established unit. They do have a well established unit. But the pediatrics is the forgotten area. So probably we need to fight for that. But hopefully, I'm hopeful. I'm very much hopeful. Things are changing. So we will have a good clinic in Gondar, in Ethiopia, I think all over the country. ለእናንተ ከበድ ይላል፣ ግን ያው ትሰማላችሁ። አሁን ይሄ እንደ ስኪፕ አይነት ነው አይደል? ይቺ መውጊያ ነች።
The number of health professionals involved in diabetes care is very small. The budget allocated to diabetes care is very small. So all this pose very challenging situations for us involved in diabetes care. So our major aim is to convince the hospital administration and other government officials to allocate more budget, to allocate for us more staff so that we could deliver at least a minimum quality diabetes care.